Be me, Mark, 29. Working as a mid-level project manager at a tech firm in Seattle. Decent salary, benefits, 401k match. Nothing spectacular, but comfortable. Been with Sarah for 5 years. Sarah is 28, teaches 3rd grade. She's the kind of woman who brings light into a room just by walking in. Not a supermodel, but soft in all the right places, warm eyes, messy bun hair. Our life was simple, almost boring by Instagram standards. Friday nights were for takeout Thai food and rewatching The Office. Saturday mornings were for sleeping in, making bad coffee, and talking about nothing for hours. We were happy. I know that now. I didn't know it then. Enter Julian. Knew Julian from college. Back then, he was a stoner who barely passed econ. Hadn't seen him in 6 years. Run into him at a downtown Starbucks. He looks different. Tailored suit, expensive watch, teeth whitened to blinding levels. He claps me on the shoulder, buys my coffee with a metal card that makes a heavy thud on the counter. Tells me he's into decentralized finance and scaling dropshipping empires. Invites me to his place for a mastermind mixer. I go, mostly out of curiosity. His apartment is a penthouse overlooking the Sound. Floor-to-ceiling windows, minimal furniture, art that looks like tax evasion. Room is full of guys in vests, talking about alpha, leverage, and ROI. Julian pulls me aside. "Mark, my man, you look tired." "I'm okay, just busy with work." He laughs, a sharp, barking sound. "Work, that's the trap, isn't it? Trading time for money, linear growth. You need to think exponential." He starts talking about escaping the matrix, about high-value lifestyles. I look around at the whiskey, the view, the cars valeted downstairs. I think about my Honda Civic and my IKEA couch. I feel small, insignificant. Julian hands me a book. "Read this. It's about mindset optimization. You have potential, Mark. Don't waste it being average." I go home that night. Sarah is on the couch, wearing my oversized hoodie, grading papers. She looks up and smiles, that genuine, crinkly-eyed smile. "Hey babe, how was it? Want some popcorn?" For the first time in 5 years, I look at her and don't feel warmth. I feel irritation. She's sitting there, content with popcorn and grading papers. Content with average. "No," I say, walking past her. "I have some reading to do." That was the first crack. I devoured the book in 2 days. Then the podcasts. Then the YouTube channels. The Grindset, Monk Mode, the 1% Club. The algorithm fed my insecurity until it became ambition. I started waking up at 4:30 a.m. Cold showers. Journaling my key performance indicators for the day. Sarah tried to be supportive. "Wow, you're really motivated lately," she said one morning, sleepy-eyed in the kitchen. "Someone has to be," I muttered, mixing my protein sludge. She paused. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Nothing, just that we can't settle for mediocrity, Sarah. I'm building a legacy." She laughed, thinking I was joking. "Okay, Mr. Legacy, don't forget to take out the trash." I took out the trash, seething. She didn't get it. She was part of the civilian mindset Julian warned me about. Anchors, he called them. People who are comfortable will always try to drag you down to their level because your growth highlights their stagnation. I started attending Julian's weekly mixers. Paid $500 a month for the Inner Circle membership. We sat around drinking scotch, criticizing our bosses, and talking about how women were distractions unless they were assets. One night, Julian focuses on me. "How's the girl? Sarah, right?" "She's good, fine." "Does she hustle? Does she have a side business?" "She's a teacher." The room groans collectively. Julian shakes his head. "Noble. But does she challenge you? Does she push you to 10x your net worth? Or is she just comfortable?" "She likes our life," I defend weakly. "Exactly. She likes the cage. You want the sky. Mark, listen. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you spend every night with someone who is content with $50K a year and Netflix, guess where you'll be in 10 years. I went home and looked at Sarah differently. I started tracking her productivity. Sat her down on a Tuesday. "We need to optimize our evenings," I said. She looked up from her book. "Optimize? Mark, it's 8 p.m. on a Tuesday." "Exactly. Prime hours. We waste them watching TV. We should be learning a language or brainstorming business ideas. I teach 30 screaming kids all day. I want to relax." "Relaxation is for the weak," I quoted from a podcast. She closed her book. "Okay, you do your thing. I'm gonna watch a movie." I put on my noise-canceling headphones. Sat at the dining table with my laptop, glaring at her back. I told myself I was doing this for us, for our future freedom. But really, I was just judging her. Weeks turned into months. I started a dropshipping store selling cheap fitness gear. It made $200 the first month. I acted like I was Jeff Bezos. "I can't go to your sister's birthday," I told her. "Mark, she's turning 30. It's a big deal. And Q4 is coming up. I need to optimize my ad spend. Opportunity cost, Sarah. If I go, I lose 4 hours. That's potentially hundreds of dollars." She looked at me, eyes watering. "It's my sister. It's family." "Family doesn't pay the bills. Success does." She went alone. I stayed home, refreshed my dashboard, and lost $50 on Facebook ads. When she came back, she was quiet. Didn't bring me a slice of cake like she usually would. Just washed her face and went to bed. I felt a twinge of guilt, but I squashed it. "Sigma males don't feel guilt over pursuing their purpose," the forum said. Julian introduced me to The Network, a group of high-value men. They rated their partners on a scale of utility. If she's not helping you network, manage your diet, or maintain your image, she's a liability, a guy named Chad literally said. I started picking fights about Sarah's appearance. "You're wearing that to dinner?" "It's a sundress, Mark. I've had it for years." "Exactly. It looks dated. We need to project success. People are watching. We're going to Applebee's." "Mindset is 24/7, Sarah." She changed into black slacks and a blouse. She looked like she was going to a funeral. We ate in silence. I checked crypto prices on my phone between bites. "Can you put the phone away?" she asked softly. "I'm managing assets. The market is volatile." "We are having dinner." "I'm providing for our future," I snapped, loud enough for the next table to look. "I never asked for a rich future, Mark. I asked for you." That's small thinking. She stopped asking me to go out after that. She stopped asking about my day. She stopped touching my arm when I walked by. I told Julian about it. "She's testing your frame," he said, swirling his Glenlivet. "She wants to see if you'll crack. If you revert to the beta male she could control, hold the line, be stoic, withdraw attention, make her earn it." So I did. I became a ghost in my own apartment. If she spoke, I gave one-word answers. If she tried to hug me, I stiffened. "I'm in deep work mode," I'd say, pushing her away. I started sleeping in the guest room. "Better for circadian rhythm," I lied. "I need absolute darkness and 68 degrees to maximize REM cycles." She didn't argue, just nodded, looking tired, looking older. 6 months of this. My business was breaking even, mostly because I was spending so much on coaching courses. But in my head, I was on the verge of greatness. One Saturday, Sarah knocks on the guest room door. "Mark, can we talk?" "I'm mediating." "Is it urgent?" "Yes." I open the door, annoyed. She's sitting at the kitchen table. No tears. No yelling. Just calm. "I'm gonna stay with my parents for a while," she says. I scoff. "Is this a ultimatum? Because I don't respond to emotional terrorism." "No, Mark, it's not an ultimatum. It's a break, maybe a breakup. I don't know yet." "Why? Because I'm working hard? Because I'm trying to elevate us?" "Because you're not here," she says quietly. "You're physically here, but the Mark one loved is gone. You're just a collection of buzzwords and insecurities now." "Insecurities? I am literally optimizing my life." "You're miserable, Mark, and you're making me miserable. You treat me like an employee you're trying to fire but don't want to pay severance to." "I'm pushing you to be better." I didn't need to be better. I was happy. We were happy. Happiness is complacency. She stands up. Picks up a bag I hadn't noticed by the door. Goodbye, Mark. I hope you find whatever ROI you're looking for. She walks out. Doesn't slam the door. Just clicks it shut. I stand there. Ego flaring up. Good, I say to the empty room. She was holding me back. Now I have zero distractions. Pure grind mode. I text Julian. She's gone. Finally free. Julian replies, King shit crown. Now the real work begins. Let's hit the club tonight. Bottle service on me. I go out. We drink. There are girls there. Instagram models, heavy makeup, dead eyes. They talk about follower counts and Dubai trips. I try to talk to one. So, what's your passion? I ask. She looks at me like I spoke Latin. I like travel and stuff. I feel a hollow ache in my chest. Ignore it. Order another $300 bottle of vodka. The next morning. Hangover from hell. Apartment is silent. Absolutely silent. Usually Sarah would be playing music. Or the smell of bacon. Now, nothing. Just the hum of the refrigerator and the notification light on my phone. I sit at my command station desk. Open my dropshipping store. 3 orders. Profit, $42. I look at the empty side of the couch. Stay the course, I whisper. Pain is weakness, leaving the body. 2 weeks pass. I'm living on meal prep containers and energy drinks. The apartment is a mess. Turns out, Sarah did a lot of the low-value cleaning I never noticed. I run out of clean underwear. Have to spend an hour doing laundry. Opportunity cost, I mutter, angry at the washing machine. I see a mutual friend, Mike, at the grocery store. Mike is a carpenter. Drives a beat-up truck. Happy guy. Hey, Mark, haven't seen you. Heard about Sarah. Sorry, man. I shrug. It was inevitable. We were on different trajectories. Mike looks at me, really looks at me. Trajectories? Mark, she was the best thing that ever happened to you. She defended you when you were broke. She took care of you when you had that surgery last year. She didn't understand the vision. Mike laughs, but it's sad. Vision. Buddy, I saw you guys 3 years ago. You were glowing. Now you look like you haven't slept in a month and you're talking like a LinkedIn post. You wouldn't get it, Mike. You're content with labor. Yeah, Mike says, picking up a 6-pack. I am. I go home, I kiss my wife, I build cool shit, I sleep like a baby, you look like you're in hell. He walks away. I stand in the cereal aisle. Shaking. He's a beta, I tell myself. NPC energy. But the words feel like ash in my mouth. A month later. Huge crypto crash. The projects Julian told me to leverage into? Rug pulls. All of them. I lose 60% of my savings in 4 hours. I call Julian. Bro, what's happening? The charts are bleeding. Market correction, bro. Diamond hands. Don't be a paper-handed bitch. I lost 30 grand, Julian. That was for a house. A house? Real estate is a bubble. You're thinking small. I need that money. Listen, I gotta go. Meeting with investors in Tulum. Stay hard. Click. I sit in my ergonomic chair, staring at the red lines on the screen. The silence of the apartment is deafening. I open Instagram. Unblock Sarah. Just to see. She posted a photo yesterday. She's hiking. No makeup, hair messy, wearing that old hoodie. She's smiling. Not the polite smile she gave me for the last year. The real one. The one that reaches her eyes. Caption: Sunday reset, grateful for fresh air and new beginnings. In the background, out of focus, there's a guy. He's wearing a flannel shirt, holding a dog leash. He looks normal, average, happy. I scroll through her recent posts. Book club with wine, messy art project, dinner with her sister. She looks alive. I look at my reflection in the monitor. Pale skin, dark circles, expensive haircut that looks ridiculous. I look around my apartment. Whiteboard with goals written in red marker. Stack of self-help books. Ring light for Zoom calls. It looks like a prison cell built by a cult. I check my business. Net profit for the year, minus $4,500. Cost of networking, $12,000. Cost of Sarah, immeasurable. I realize I didn't optimize my life. I liquidated it. I traded a woman who loved me for a chance to impress men who don't give a shit about me. Men who view friendship as a transaction. I grab my phone. Text Sarah. I messed up. Can we talk? I watch the 3 dots appear. Then disappear. Appear. Disappear. 10 minutes later. I'm happy, Mark. Please don't contact me again. I wish you the best. Blocked. I sit there. The sun goes down. Room gets dark. I don't turn on the lights. I don't journal my gratitude. I don't check the markets. I just sit there. Remember the time we made pancakes at 2 a.m.? Remember how she laughed when I spilled the syrup? Remember how she looked at me like I was the only person in the world? Before I decided I needed to be a person of value, I walked to the bookshelf, grab the book Julian gave me, the Alpha Blueprint, throw it in the trash. It lands with a heavy thud. Doesn't make me feel better. Nothing does. The next week, I see Julian posted a story. He's in Tulum, living the dream. #hustle, #freedom. Then I see a comment from a fraud investigation account. Julian is currently under investigation for a Ponzi scheme involving crypto assets. I laugh. A dry, hacking laugh. I go to work the next day. My actual job. My boss asks, Mark, you okay? You seem present today. Yeah, I say, just realizing some things. Good, we need you on the new project. I do the work. I go home. I heat up a frozen pizza. I watch The Office alone. I laugh at a joke. But the sound bounces off the empty walls and echoes back. Hollow. I achieved the Sigma dream. Solitude. Focus. No distractions. And it is the coldest, loneliest place on earth. Be careful what you optimize for, Anons. Sometimes the average life, with the average wife, and the average Saturday mornings, is the only thing that actually has value. And once you sell it, you can't buy it back, no matter how much net worth you have.